Hey, what's up guys? How you guys doing? This is Ray. In this video we're going to be talking about control surfaces. I know some of you guys probably want to get one, but just don't know how to hook it up or if you're going to like it, if it's for me. So I'm basically going to try to answer as much questions as I could, and let me just break it down to you. Now the control surface that I'm using is the ProjectMix I by M Audio. Now here's the good thing about this. It's not only just a control surface, it's also an audio interface. So I could run and install Pro Tools, and this would be my main interface. I'm using Pro Tools LE, and I'm using an M-Box. Now here's the thing, every control surface is a little different. Some of them hook up differently. Mine is hooked up through FireWire, some might just hook up through a MIDI port. It all depends on the control surface. Some of them have different modes. Now I remember a buddy of mine had a Mackie, and his also had the different modes. I just don't remember how, but I'm just going to explain it how it works on the ProjectMix. So basically you have 5 different auxes. Each aux is a different mode. The first one is Pro Tools, second one is Cubase, third is Logic, Live, and so on. So if your choice is Pro Tools, you're going to shut down the controller, you're going to hold down the aux, and you're going to turn it on. And on the display it's going to tell you Pro Tools. Once you did that, once you have all the drivers installed, you're going to launch Pro Tools. You're going to go to Setup. Then you're going to go to Peripherals. Then you're going to go to MIDI Controller. And then in MIDI Controller, you're going to select Huey. Then in Receive From, you're going to select ProjectMix Control Surface. Send to ProjectMix Control Surface MIDI. And just hit OK. Then just load up a session. If it worked, then your faders should record. You heard the faders going up? So basically, there's communication. And now I can mix. I can do whatever I want. Now here's the thing. Everything I could do on this control surface, I could do with my mouse. I hear a lot of people say, well, the control surface is just one big mouse. And they're right. Basically it is. Reason I like it, I like to adjust the EQs using the knobs on the control surface. That's just something I've always been used to. Whenever I used to DJ, used to have all the EQs, and I like to be hands-on with it. Even in studios where they have analog gear, I always loved to mess around with the compressors and the EQs and so on. So that's why I like the control surface. And plus, it cuts down mixing by so much because it's so much faster. Instead of with a mouse just grabbing one fader at a time, I could grab multiple faders and just control everything. So I have a session here. Let me play it for you guys.
It's your boy, Ray G. Let's go.
Alright, nothing fancy.
It's your boy, Ray G. Let's go.
Over here on Let's Go, this part is a little bit too loud. We want to automate it. So there's 2 ways you could do it. You could do it with the mouse. Go right on it.
Let's go.
Which is pretty cool.
Let's go.
And actually that turned out pretty good. Or you could do it with the control surface. Put that on touch. Start from the beginning.
It's your boy, Ray G. Let's go.
There you go. This is basically the same thing. But you know, stuff like this, sometimes I like to adjust it with the mouse. I find it to be a little bit more tighter. I have the Massey CT4 compressor. It's on the drums, so let me solo the drums. And I'm gonna control the compressor from the control surface. Check it out. So I can control an EQ, any type of plugin, control with the control surface. Now I'm just opening a master track just to see the levels. Let me take the drums off solo.
It's your boy, Ray G. Let's go.
So as you can see, guys, you can do everything with the control surface, but don't get me wrong, there's times where I don't even use the control surface. I work with the mouse through the whole session, 40, 50 track session, and I'm just using the mouse, not touching anything else. And then you have those sessions where I'm just using the control surface. Just like that. I know there's some of you guys out there that have control surfaces and you're probably just like me. Depends on the day. But it's something I'd rather have than not. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is Ray, and I'm out of here. Later, guys.